I'm cooking this recipe for so long, and definitely it is a non-vegetarian's #1 recipe of all time, at least in India and definitely in the UK. I'm talking about a butter chicken or chicken makhanwala or chicken makhani, popularly known as one of my favorite chickens. Now, the process is pretty simple. Okay, we're going to be marinating our chicken legs, which I've got, by the way. Okay, cut all gashes on them, doing it the proper OG way. Okay, so I've got chicken legs, skin off, cut into 4. So we've got like about 12 pieces of chicken, yani ke 6 legs. Okay, now first and foremost, I'm going to be marinating this, and I'm going to be then making a gravy, the most epic butter chicken gravy, which I love to make, and I'm damn good at it. But the difference today is that I'm going to be actually making this with a product which is recently launched in the market by Riches, and it's called Versatie Gold Cooking Cream. Believe me, it is just outstanding. Mouthfeel, creaminess, citrus tolerant, acid tolerant, I would say, not just citrus, even vinegar and different kinds of vinegar, including alcohol in cooking. Heat stable, which is very important. I have got into such deep trouble, I would say, well, kind of trouble, because when you're cooking a sauce, you're especially at a catering and you're cooking a big pot, and you've made this most amazing gravy, and suddenly you put a cream, and that cream splits. Well, with this, I don't have that problem at all. So, as I would say, let's start cooking. Oh yes, this is one of the most important steps for me, okay, because it's a very important part of this dish. Now, ideally, I'd like to do this at least 6 to 7 hours in advance, okay. 2 to 3 hours, you'll get away with it. Today is a different situation where I'm just going to be marinating and I'm going to be really cooking this here. There's also a plan to give a little bit of dhungar, which I will talk about a little later. So first things first, let's marinate it. So to this I have about 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I have about 1.5 teaspoon to 2 teaspoons of red chilli powder. I have 1.5 teaspoons of garam masala. I've got just 0.5 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Done. To this, we're going to be adding 2 nice tablespoons of ginger garlic paste, which is already made. And then I've got about a cup, about less than a cup of yogurt. So I would say about 150 mils of yogurt, mls. Okay, so इसको हमने अच्छी तरह भी marination करना है. Okay. Lovely. Now, normally what you could do, if you are planning to make this chicken later tonight or the following day or in a few hours, you can ye marinate kar do, do your thing, come back and start cooking. So you can actually even freeze this chicken. Aaj humne, say it's Tuesday or Wednesday, and I'm making this and I want to create this again for my family. So literally what I do sometimes, मैं क्या करता हूँ, I literally marinate this, use what I have to use, and the rest in a nice Ziploc bag or an airtight container. I keep it in my freezer as well. You can even do that. Okay, so perfect. तो ये हमारी chicken तो marination हो गई यहाँ पे. Perfect. So beautiful marination हमारी हो गई है. Now we just want to cook it really nicely here. Now I'm going to be actually searing this off here. I could even finish it in an oven, like a lot of restaurants do, a lot of homes do, because I don't have a tandoor, and I think it's also a good idea. ये so इसको air fryer में भी कर सकते हैं बहुत अच्छी तरह. आजकल air fryer बहुत use हो रहे हैं, okay, and day by day you're getting some really good features in air fryers. So give it a shot. Why not? Beautiful. So as you can see, well, I don't have a tandoor, but believe me, a nice cast iron pan is equally good enough. Okay. We are giving this a nice sear at the moment. Okay. And once this is done, we're going to take this off and start our beautiful creamy makhani sauce right here. So now in the same pan, we've got some lovely butter here, and we're going to start doing our spices in this. I have a cinnamon stick, I have a star anise here, I've got थोड़ी सी छोटी elaichi डाल रहे हैं हम इसमें, and I'm adding a little bit of बड़ी elaichi. Okay, these are mostly the kind of spices I like to use. Okay, in my मखनी ग्रेवी. एंड यस, आप सोच रहे हैं कि प्याज में प्याज नहीं डालते हैं हम. ओके, नेवर. सो यू कैन सी देयर इज अ लवली caramelization of the butter with all the khurchan from the chicken. Beautiful. Now look at that. Lovely. Now you can see this is just an epic. This is just the beginning of a fabulous gravy. Next, we're going to be adding a little bit of ginger garlic paste inside here. Beautiful. So couple of green chilies. I like my butter chicken a little, thoda sa spicy, to banta hi hai. And then we have these lovely tomatoes which we have pureed in advance right here. Beautiful. So literally these tomatoes have been blanched. We take the skins off. Okay. Beautiful. Wow, so you can see there's a lot of action going on in this pan. Okay, wow, I love it, absolutely love it. So you've got all the juices from the chicken, uski khurchan jo hai, and just going to cook this down a little bit. Lovely. Next, we have about a good 2 to 3 tablespoons of cashew nut, which has been soaked in warm water and blended into a nice smooth paste. Okay, a very essential component in our sauce. Yeah, gives a really nice, lovely, nutty flavor. So we're going to be emulsifying our cashew nut paste in our sauce before I actually put my star ingredient of today, which is Versatie Gold Cooking Cream. Beautiful. So I'm just going to be adding a little bit of water to this. Okay. And then I'm going to be adding my chicken pieces for them to cook and simmer. I don't like those dishes where you have just the flavor on the outside. Okay. Here we've cut the bone, we made some gashes on the bone, so to make sure that the flavors bilkul andar chale jaye. And now imagine cooking that chicken in this gorgeous sauce. Ah, wah bhai wah. You know what I mean. Perfecto. So now let's return to where this chicken belongs to. Right here, right now. Beautiful. Now look at that. This is what I call the making of a real butter chicken. You know, fantastic. Now all your juices from here also. Look at that. Nothing is lost in this kitchen, not even flavor. A little bit of salt to taste, of course. Thodi si Kasoori methi. That's the whole feel. Dried fenugreek. Make sure it's toasted. आप उसको थोड़ा सेकना चाहिए. So बिल्कुल इसी तरह crispy हो जाएगी ये. Okay. वाह भाई वाह. Amazing. And then you know what? I am a little biased towards my chaat masala, Amchoor. I love to put a little amchoor and chaat masala in my thing for the little spike, okay? This was literally a hack which I actually saw in Amritsar, in a very famous place where I was eating chicken. Well, I think I'm quite ready now to put the star of the ingredient, which is right here, which is Versatie Gold Cooking Cream. And here we go. Now look at this, as I had mentioned to you, acid tolerant, heat stable. Look at that. And that lovely creaminess which I can already see happening here, which I'm sure even you can, can't you? Lovely. I just can't wait to put my tasting spoon in here. Oh no, brilliant. Oh my God, amazing. It's all come beautifully together. As you can see, my Versatie Gold special butter chicken is ready. My suggestion, saffron rice and parathas, but feel free to choose your accompaniment as you wish. Until then, keep on smiling, keep on cooking, and I'll see you soon. Do like, do share, and do subscribe, and definitely do